Live from New Bedford, ladies and gentlemen, this is the YouTube channel blog show of authenticity, inspiration, and realness, also of good times, personality, and fun. This is Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977, and now, here's your host of the show. He is Big Beefy E. He is Mr. Shenanigans and the elder statesman of the Rant and Rave podcast, Mr. Eric M. Lima. Thank you very much, Mr. Announcer, sir. Well, hello there, everyone. Welcome to yet another episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans 1977, episode 1662 of the show. Thank you for tuning in. I just finished our taping of Bullseye. Bullseye I'll be hosting and will be, I'm going to let everyone know, according with my good buddy, Mr. David St. Dennis, our executive producer on this channel, Bullseye will be aired during the holiday season, so we finished our first taping tonight and had a good time. So we're going to keep going and we're going to have some fun, all right? And All Out just finished up. I got to tell you, I am just, let's just say that, after our taping of Bullseye, me and a couple of buddies, I want to give a shout out to Scott Michaels, Scott and Mr. Nelson Stansrod. We decided to watch the final matchup. I will explain. Holy Christmas, let me tell you. So let's the 0 hour to start off. The Acclaimed, that will be the team of Platinum X Caster and Anthony Bowens, along with Billy Gunn, aka Daddy Ass, in their corner, going up against the Iron Savages, Bear, Boulder, and Jack Jameson. Jack Jameson was running his mouth, roasting Billy Gunn, and the MXM collection, Mason Madden and Mansoor. We're watching the matchup in the back. It looks like they're trying to target the Acclaimed. And Jack Jameson got punched in the face by Billy Gunn and knocked him out. And the Acclaimed wins the match. Then the couple of back-to-back trios matches. Sammy Guevara, Dustin Rhodes, and Hologram took on the Premier Athletes. That the team of Tony Nese, Aria Daivari, Josh Woods with Smart Mark Sterling as their manager. Smart Mark ran his mouth. He got his butt kicked. And the team of Rhodes, Guevara, and Hologram won the match. And then another trios match of the Bang Bang Gang. That will be Juice Robinson, the luckiest man on the face of Earth, marrying the lovely, gorgeous, timeless Toni Storm. And the sons of Billy Gunn, who I nicknamed the New Smoking Guns, by the way, Austin and Colton Gunn, took on the team of the Dark Order. That'll be Evil Uno, Alex Reynolds, and my favorite member of the Dark Order, Johnny Hungy, John Silver. Johnny Hungy, the Meat Man. Always like that guy. Hopefully we interview him on a Rant and Rave one of these days. I'm always a big fan of John Silver. He's always funny on there. He's my favorite member of the Dark Order. Heel or face, it doesn't matter. He's always Johnny Hungy, the Meat Man. My favorite dude. Funniest dude ever. They fought, and the Bang Bang Gang ended up winning the matchup. And Tony Schiavone interviewed the lovely Sky Blue, who is still recuperating from an ankle injury. And she's a Chicago native. And then she says that only be a matter of time for healing. And then Mariah May, the AEW Women's World Champ, came out, disrespected Sky Blue, attacked her. Then Queen Aminata came to Sky Blue's aid. And looks like could be a feud between the two down the road. And then, so there's that. Another trios matchup, but this time is a three-way trios matchup on one team. Top Flight with the lovely flight attendant Layla Gray in their corner. That'll be the Martin brothers, Dante and Darius, along with Action Andretti going up against Shane Taylor Promotions. That will be Shane Taylor and the Ring of Honor Pure Champion Lee Moriarty, Mr. Tiger Style, along with the Beast Mortos against the Undisputed Kingdom. That is Matt Taven, Mike Bennett, and Roderick Do Not Call Me Ned Flanders Strong. And the Undisputed Kingdom ended up stealing the victory in that matchup. Now for the main card. Daniel Garcia went one-on-one with MJF. This feud there was so many big wrestling feuds in professional wrestling right now. If you go on the WWE side, it's CM Punk and Drew McIntyre. And so far it's going to be, and it will be Roman Reigns versus Solo Sikoa and the rest of that bloodline down the road. But then you come over to AEW, you had two major feuds. One of them was this one, and Daniel Garcia and MJF, and the other one would be oh boy. Yes, all right. My good buddy Jody Scout just messaged me about what's going on so anyways, Daniel Garcia, MJF, what a brawl this was, and MJF ended up winning in the end, and MJF actually wanted to shake hands. They took shake hands, and then when MJF went to go get him again, Daniel Garcia got a little bit of payback for that. So, and then ended up walking away after a pile driver off the top rope. So there's that. Meanwhile, the AEW Tag Team titles on the line. The Young Bucks defending it against the Beast, the Blackpool Combat Club. 2/3 of that, Wheeler Yuta and Claudio Castagnoli. And the Young Bucks ended up retaining the title. The international title, Will Ospreay versus Pac. 1/3 of the Trios champions, along with Claudio Castagnoli and Yuta. And Pac. And Will Ospreay ended up retaining the title. And a Chicago street fight, Will Nightingale went up against Chris Statlander. As you know, the CML Women's Championship is not on the line. And Statlander ended up winning the matchup thanks to Stokely Hathaway. Renee Paquette was interviewing Will Ospreay. And as he was getting interviewed, Ricochet interrupted him. Those two were arguing. A little history behind those two gentlemen. And so he says, get some wins, talk to Tony Khan, and we'll do it. We'll see what happens in between those matches. Then the AEW World title, actually no, wait a minute. The Continental title was on the line. Kazuchika Okada defending it against Orange Cassidy, Konosuke Takeshita, and the Ring of Honor World Champion Mark Briscoe. And that matchup was crazy. And Okada ended up remaining the champion. But it's Konosuke Takeshita not giving up on becoming Continental Champion. Takeshita and Okada, that will be a heck of a matchup. It's like, veteran versus rookie. Well, we will see. Now, the TBS title on the line, Mercedes Moné defending it against Hikaru Shida. As you know, if Shida wins the matchup, she'll be the first woman in AEW history to hold both the AEW Women's World title and the TBS title. But even without Camille at ringside, Mercedes Moné got away with a win and defeated Hikaru Shida. But then the AEW World title is on the line. This is where things get really, really crazy. And let me tell you something. After this matchup, there was a lot more questions than answers, and I can guarantee you this. This matchup here was the most insane matchup I have ever seen. And it goes like this. This was a heck of a matchup. The Young Bucks accompanied Jack Perry to the ring. To ringside is Bryan Danielson defending against Jack Perry. They say they do whatever it takes to bring that world title back to the Elite. And they had a Riot Squad. And then they got involved during the matchup, but then the BCC chases them away. But that helped Bryan Danielson retain the title over Jack Perry. Now here's where it gets crazy. As Bryan Danielson was celebrating, Kill Switch came from behind and headbutted him. And you know the history between Kill Switch and Jack Perry. Will the Jurassic Express reunite? That was the main thing. But Christian Cage came out with Mother Wayne, a.k.a. Shayna Wayne, and Nick Wayne. And he was thinking about cashing in the contract at any time to go after and pin the title. But then the rest of the Blackpool Combat Club and Pac came out and stopped them. And stopped them. And then they got to the ring. Jon Moxley hugged Bryan Danielson. everybody celebrated with the victory and all that. And as everybody was celebrating, the Blackpool Combat Club and Pac, uppercut shot by Claudio Castagnoli on Bryan Danielson. What's going on? Jon Moxley snuck behind with a plastic bag, made him suffocate, while Wheeler Yuta was trying to get to Bryan Danielson, and Pac stopped him. And then I think Bryce Remsburg tried to stop the whole thing, and then Marina Shafir knocked him out. So what is going on? Then Claudio Castagnoli, Pac, Jon Moxley, and Marina Shafir walked away, leaving Yuta to tend to Bryan Danielson. What's going on? And here's what happened. What will happen to the Trios matchup? The Trios tag team, the Trios championships. If you think about it, Wheeler Yuta is 1/3 of that team, and the other 2/3 have turned their backs. Will they get that other Trios title to Jon Moxley? I don't know. This is an interesting situation, and Wheeler Yuta, well, basically he's in the middle of this whole situation. Will he stay loyal to Bryan Danielson, or will he go with Claudio Castagnoli and Pac and Moxley and Marina Shafir? Like I said, there were more questions than answers. So, and here's the weird part. All those people, Marina Shafir, Jon Moxley, Pac, and Claudio Castagnoli, once worked for the WWE. Something to think about, guys. Something to think about. Then the lights out steel cage match between Swerve Strickland and Adam Page. Holy mackerel. Holy mackerel. This is probably the most personal feud. I want to put this away. Most personal feud in AEW history. I mean, freaking Swerve Strickland broke into the man's house, Hangman Adam Page's house, while his wife was sleeping, and was talking to Hangman Adam Page's son. Then that started the ball rolling. Then it kept going. And it was festering to the point where Hangman Adam Page went completely nuts and burned the man's childhood house down this past Wednesday night. And how this match went? It went bowling shoe ugly. A cinder block came into play. A needle syringe, a hypodermical needle, a medical needle was in play. And what Hangman Adam Page grabbed, took the gold grill out of Swerve's mouth, threw it down, and then he grabbed the needle and stuffed it in his mouth. Oh my gosh. I mean, I'm like, you have got to be freaking kidding me, bro. I'm like, hello. Because me, Scott Michaels, and Nels Ness, right after we'd done our Bullseye tape, we watched that matchup. All I can say is holy mackerel. So there'll be a lot more questions and answers coming this Wednesday night on Dynamite. I'm telling you, this is getting insane. It's getting insane. Whew. So that's all the time we have on the show. The AEW All Out Event Center results from the AEW All Out pay-per-view. Thank you for watching and tuning in. I know tomorrow will be the New England Patriots game. I think I'll be live reacting to that game on David 3000 Network, and I'm hoping to. I am hoping to have a lot of you folks out there to help me live stream, live react, enjoy the game, and we're gonna have some fun. All right. It's tomorrow afternoon at 1 as the New England Patriots face the Cincinnati Bengals. I don't expect a whole lot from the Patriots this coming season. I'll explain more on that when I do my live reaction. So thank you for tuning in, and I hope you guys have a wonderful, blessed night. Hope you all been asleep by now. I'm going to go get some sleep right after I upload this video. Thank you for tuning in, and until the next episode comes rolling around, Mr. Announcer, take us home. That is all for today's episode. This is your announcer speaking for Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. A Big Beefy E, do it for Bob Saget Productions, and in association with a Raven Bofa Telepictures and Distribution. Thank you for watching today's episode. Tune in next time for another episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. Goodbye for now.